girl Shay, and I am back with another video. Y'all, we made it to 10K on TikTok. I couldn't have did it without y'all asking y'all questions, y'all showing me the rays of encouragement to keep going. And if y'all first like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you want to be notified when I post something, just hit the bell button. But yeah, you know, we talk everything ultrasound here. We're going to be talking about some more stuff too, but as of right now, it's going to be ultrasound because that's what the people want to talk about. And, you know, like I told them on TikTok, if y'all give me the 1K subscribers, I will do a raffle and pay for somebody books for a semester. Hey, you help me, I help you. Who don't like free stuff? But, first thing first, what we going to get into is... I'm sorry for all the pink, y'all. Y'all know I love pink. That's like my favorite color ever. So excited. But first thing we're going to talk about is how to get started doing ultrasound. I always tell people, number one, do your research, okay? You can never go wrong with doing your research first, because find out if this is actually something that you want to do. Find out if it's really what you want to do. Find out if it's for you, because everything don't fit everybody. We need more people, yes, definitely. But make sure it's something that you want to do, because I always tell people, treat people how you want somebody to treat your grandma, your mom, anybody that come into the hospital. Like, treat them the same way you want to be treated. So do your research. Find out, like, what school is near you, if you're going to have to travel, you're going to have to commute, because you are going to have clinicals while you're in school. So do all your research first. After you do that, apply to school. That is number one. Apply to college, okay? You have to be enrolled in the school unless you go through a hospital and go through that route. But if you go on the school route, you have to be enrolled into a college in order to be in the ultrasound program. Also, after you apply to the school, look and see what classes you need first, because don't take no unnecessary classes. We do not want to take unnecessary classes, okay? Find out and see what classes that you need. That way, that's the only classes that you take. Because if you go to a community college, you only in school for 2 years. 2 years, that's it. A year of prereqs and then like 18 months of the actual program. So it might not even be a year of prereqs. It might be a semester, because some places require 3 classes. Some places require 6. I went to Trinity in Montgomery, and I know for a fact we needed math, English, psychology, anatomy and physiology, medical terminology. You needed the arts, and you needed a like an oral speech, something like that, humanities class. So those are the classes you need for that. Also, if you're in Montgomery and you're thinking about going to Trinity in Montgomery, you are also going to need a 20 on the ACT in order to get inside the program. That is like a non-fact, like you have to have that in order to even qualify to be in the program. After you figure out you got all that, make sure it's an accredited school. Actually, somebody gave me the website to figure out if it's an accredited school or not. The website is caahep.com. You're going to put in the school that you're looking at, see if it's an accredited school. Let me say this, because somebody jumped down my throat. There is nothing wrong with going to a non-accredited school, but you're going to have to jump through so many hurdles just to take your boys at the end. I'm just trying to save you from doing all that. Because if you go to a non-accredited school, you might could graduate, but you will not be able to sit for your boys, and you will not be registered as a tech. You're going to have to work for an extra year. And then after you work for a year, then you qualify to sit for your boys. That's a lot. Why not just go to an accredited school? Also, after you find out if it's an accredited school or not, and you figure out what you need for the program to get accepted, apply to the program. Also, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know, when y'all take these prereqs, somebody told me to really go in on prereqs because they want to know about them. Oh, and also you're going to need physics. I forgot. Regular physics. You're going to have a 75 in all these classes. Now, the prereqs that I took at my school, they was easy. Okay, easy as pie. Like, easy. Easy. If you go to a community college, I feel like it's easy anyway. If you go to a university, of course you're going to be doing a lot more than what you have to do at a community college. But it was easy. I don't know how much I could say that. I don't know how I could express that. It was easy. But yeah. figure out that. Figure out if you going to a 4-year or 2-year, because the price is different. Tip on how to save some money. If it's for my people up in Alabama, and I'm pretty sure you can do this in any other state, but I'm just not sure. I'm speaking solely for Alabama because that's what I did. If you want to save money, go through WIOA, okay? They will not pay for prereqs, but they will pay for the program. They pay for my full program. And I had Pell Grant, so I got all my Pell Grant money back. So just make sure that you doing that. WIOA. If you're in Montgomery, it is across the street from Baptist South in Montgomery on the Southern Boulevard. Go to the Career Center. Ask somebody about how do you get started doing WIOA. It is free money, okay? You might have to take like these it's a test, basic math, basic reading. Like when I say basic, I mean 3rd grade. The passage was like such and such. Johnny did this. Well, what did Johnny do? Well, it just told you what Johnny did. It was that easy. The math was easy. So yeah, definitely go to WIOA. They will pay. That's a way to save money. If you're in another state, search up WIOA in your area. Most of the time it's gonna be at the Career Center, where they do like help you find jobs and stuff. Go there. They help with financial assistance if you have kids, all of that. They pay for my books. They pay for my uniforms. They literally pay for everything, and I got all of my refund money back. But don't be like me and blow it, because I blew it. But yeah, so figure that out. After you figure all that out, apply to the program. Figure out if you don't have to have an interview for the program. I didn't have to do an interview. My school did not require interviews, and I'm so happy. But figure out what all you need in order to be in the program. After you do all that, apply, get accepted. Go through them 18 months, y'all. When I tell y'all, it's going to be hard, okay? I'm going to tell you, it's going to be hard. Let me tell you a little story time. I actually was in this program back in 2019, and I ended up failing out because I wasn't focused. Definitely, it's going to take a lot of dedication. It's going to take a lot of studying. It's going to take a lot of time. It is a very time-consuming program, okay? When I say very time-consuming, I mean very time-consuming. I could not work. A lot of people do work. I couldn't. I actually didn't even have to because I stayed with my mom, so I didn't even have to work. And if you got somebody where you don't have to work, don't do it. Because it's a lot of focus that need to be on the program. I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to feel like you know it and you don't. You're going to get to take that test and it's going to be like, well, I thought I knew this, but in all actuality, you really don't know it. You're going to have clinicals. My clinicals was Monday and Wednesday, my first semester. Then after that, it was like 3-4 times a week. The first semester they did us 8 to 5 the first day, 12 to 5, 8 to 1 the next day. So it just depends. And I think I was like Tuesday and Friday the first semester, Wednesday and Friday, something like that. And then we had class every other day. But this is a Monday through Friday program. We had no days off. Some schools might let you be there. I'm speaking for Trenton only because that's the only school that I've been to. We did not have a day off, okay, unless school was out or unless something, because you need those credit hours to graduate. To even sit for your boards, you have to have a certain amount of credit hours. Somebody also asked me to talk about the classes. So physics is hard. It has got math in it, but y'all stressing so bad about this math. But when you get into physics class, you're gonna realize math is not even your biggest problem. That's gonna be the easiest part. It's gonna be everything else that requires with physics. I'm gonna tell y'all, this is the books that I used for physics. Somebody asked me, would it be okay for them to go ahead on and order the Understanding Physics is the Green Element book? Yes. If you have been accepted into the program, go ahead on and get it and get a head start. Because the more you try to get it in your head, the more it's gonna stick. But I use this book to study for my boards. They didn't offer it to us until our 3rd semester. I'm telling you, get this book now. Now. Get it in your 1st semester, okay? Also for OB and abdomen, this book also helped out. Along with your regular textbooks, and it's a website called Ultrasound Registry Review. I don't know how. It's a good website, okay? It is pricey. Our son was paid and our tuition. It is pricey, but it is worth it, okay? I feel like it does overly explain a lot, But if you can get through URR, you can get through the registry, because the registry ain't gonna try to trick you. It's either you know it or you don't know it. The questions is literally about this long. Either you know it or you don't know it. And that's just that at the end of the day. And the rest of the classes was pretty much like abdomen, OB. You gonna have second, third, first, and GYN with OB. Abdomen, it's all the abdomen, okay? If I could give any advice to anybody that is starting out, learn your anatomy, okay? Learn where everything is in your body. Learn what they do and what their function is. Even though we can't tell function on ultrasound, it is important for you to know what the function of that organ do, because it also helps you ask questions that you need to ask. Yeah, that's that. You're also gonna be doing like small parts, which is like thyroid, breast, penis, scrotum. You're gonna be doing all that. Just don't come in ultrasound just thinking you gonna be doing just babies, because yes, I did work at an OB hospital, so I did a lot of babies, and I also worked at an OB office. But now that I'm traveling, I hardly ever do OB. The hospital that I'm at now, I don't do no OB, okay? When I say none, I mean hardly none. I might get like 1 or 2 exams every other week, maybe that. So it just depends. Don't come in thinking that you're gonna be doing just one thing, unless you go work at a place where it offers just that one thing. Like an OB office offers just OB. When you go to an imaging center, most of the time you're gonna be doing abdomen, thyroid, stuff like that. It's not really gonna be OB. But yeah, asked about study methods. So y'all, I don't know how to tell y'all how to study, okay? I just had to learn. I'm a person where I rewrite things down over and over again and then it click. Some people learn by flashcards. I did look up some methods about studying. You have the blurting it out method, which is you basically reading for a certain amount of time. Go take a break, come back, blurt out everything that you just learned. They also got the teaching method where you taking it in, and then teaching it back to something. If it's a stuffed animal, if it's a friend, your mama, your daddy, anybody, teach it back to them. If you can teach it back to them, that means it's instilled inside your brain. They also have the studying in intervals. That means I'm gonna study at this time of the day for this amount of time, and then take a break, come back, do the same thing. Then they got the one where you study at the same time, the same thing every day for a certain amount of period, for a length of period. So that's another one. I mean, that's pretty much it with that part. A lot of people ask me about traveling as well. Get your 2 years experience. Get your 2 years of experience. A lot of jobs turned me down when I first started traveling because I did not have no experience with traveling. And then also, get your hospital. If you're going to get experience, go work at a hospital if you want to travel. They will more likely hire you if you worked in the hospital than working in the doctor's office. Only because if you work in the hospital, you see so much more than just one thing than if you was working at a doctor's office. So definitely go to a hospital. If I had to give you any advice, go to a hospital for if you want to travel. Work at least 2 years. A lot of jobs will turn you down if you do not have that 2 years of experience. Get your 2 years. And also, as a new tech, I feel like you're going to need that anyway. Because, you know, a regular job, they will train you for a certain amount of time. When you travel, these people are automatically thinking that you know what you're doing. So they only going to train you for like 1 day, maybe 2. You might get lucky and get 2. But that's it. They going to show you the way that they do things at their hospital. Then after that, you on your own. Like when I started up here where I'm at, I literally went for 1 day, and then during day shift, I worked night shift. So then I trained a person was with me 2 times on night shift. That's it. That's the only training I had. Then after that, I was on my own. So another thing, do not lie. Do not tell these people you know how to scan something and you really don't know how to scan it. Because I'm telling you, when you go to these places and you telling them that you know how to do it, and then they looking at you crazy when you be like, well, I don't know how to scan it. But you told us that you did. So don't lie. Please do not lie to these people. You do get paid. It's a lot of pros and cons to traveling. Pros, you do get paid every week. Pro, you also only got to be there for 13 weeks. So if you don't like a place, you don't have to stay there more than 13 weeks. You can take off as long as you want to, as many times as you want to. You have a flexible schedule. Literally, I work 6 days on and then be off for 8 days. I love it. Okay, I get a vacation every other week. Also, you don't have to work holidays if you don't want to. Now, you do get good money when you do work holidays. I'm not gonna lie. They did not give me my holiday pay for 4th of July because it's a stupid thing where you got to work the night before and I work the day of. But I am going to get holiday pay for Labor Day, and I also work Christmas Eve. So I will get holiday pay for Christmas. But yeah, the cons of it, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm far away from my family. I am 14 hours away from home, okay? You will get homesick. My people can come up here if they want to, but I just would rather not. The Airbnb that I'm in, it's small as heck, okay? It's small. When you open up the refrigerator door, it hit the stove. It's small. But you are gonna be away from home. You gonna miss a lot of stuff. Dating is impossible. I'm just gonna put that out there. Dating is hard, okay? A lot of people don't like long distance. And it's gonna be long distance unless you're already married. Unless you find somebody that's willing to do a distance travel, because it is long distance. Like I said, I'm 14 hours away from home. If you're not up here in West Virginia, Ohio, Virginia, Pennsylvania, anywhere like that, it's still kind of far because it's 2 hours to get to my auntie in Ohio, 2 hours to get to Pennsylvania. 2 hours. It's 2 hours to get a lot of places. Okay. But I will have a real fall this year. Because in Alabama, we don't have a fall, nor do we have it literally goes from summer to winter. And winter don't start until January. I was wearing shorts one time for Christmas. So I'm excited that I'm actually going to experience cold weather. I'm going to actually buy me some Ugg boots this time because back home, it wasn't no needing. But I was still wearing sandals. I didn't need that. But I'm actually getting excited because I get to order a new wardrobe. Who doesn't like clothes? That's another thing. That's a pro. Baby, these contracts, these people are willing to pay, okay? You get paid by the week. Not every 2 weeks, not by the month. You literally get paid. I get paid every Thursday. Every Thursday. But that's also a bad thing. Because also, if I could give another thing, learn money management. Don't be like me. I'm just not learning it, okay? When I first started traveling, I was splurging, baby. I was spending money like I was a drug dealer. And I'm not a drug dealer. But I was spending money like, I was throwing the money. Don't be like me. Learn your money management. Also, stipends. So, I don't know how many times I can tell y'all people this. These folks, your company gives you a monthly stipend that is broken down into every week that you get paid. They literally will give you a monthly stipend. That stipend does cover your housing, your transportation, everything. A lot of people ask me, well, can I bring my family? Can I bring my kids? Yes, because they don't control where you stay. You choose that, okay? You choose where you stay. I bought my own car up here, so I put my own gas and stuff in my car. But they just pay me for it in my weekly amount. Like, these folks willing to pay y'all. But they don't care where you stay. They don't care if you staying in your car. Okay? I don't know how many times I can say that too. Like, they don't control none of that. You find your own place to stay. You find your own transportation. Now, for transportation, they will reimburse you. If you have to book a flight, they will reimburse you for the flight. If you have to put gas, they will reimburse you for traveling when you get there. But you can either get it in the beginning, or you can either get it at the end. They'll put it at the end of your contract. Somebody else asked me about the COVID. Yes. You do have to have your COVID vaccine. Yes. Unless you got a real dang good reason why you don't need it, okay? But these folks don't care. You got to have a real, concrete evidence why you cannot take the COVID vaccine. I only took one, okay? I took the first one and that was it. I did not do the booster. I did not do none of that. Ain't done none of that. You do got to do the flu shot too. They just sent me my paperwork the other day for the flu shot. So you do got to do the flu shot. you contemplating on doing it, do it. Like, especially going to ultrasound school. Like, when I tell y'all, I did not know nothing about ultrasound before I started, and now I love it. I love teaching people about it. I love talking about it. I love it in general. Like, I feel like it was meant for me. Like, you know how they say something is meant for everybody. I feel like it was meant for me, because I can go on and on and on about ultrasound, okay? On and on. I will be doing another video. Somebody asked me to talk about the machine that I work with, just basically going over the buttons and everything, trying to help, because y'all will have equipment tests in lab. Yeah, you do scan labs, so you will have equipment tests. You're gonna have all that, so we gonna get into all of that. But I just wanted to get on here and do this first video to talk about how to get started with ultrasound, steps to do it. But if you're in it, don't give up. I know it's hard. I know it seems like it's impossible. But don't give up. Make a 75 and you good. I am a firm believer in C's get degrees, okay? I seed my way up out that program. They don't look at that though. They look at if you are ARDMS registered. That is all they care about. But I see my way up out there. As far as getting that diploma, see me. See me, please. But yeah, y'all, that is it for this video. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to me. If you want to be entered inside the raffle, definitely follow me, okay? I promise y'all I'm going to pay for somebody some messed up books. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and thank y'all for watching. Hopefully this helped y'all. Comment some stuff y'all want me to talk about with ultrasound. Ask me questions. Go to my TikTok. It is Adoreshae, ADORESHAEEEEE. 4 E's at the end. Follow me. I promise y'all I do answer questions on there. I do get back to people on there. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.